Hello everybody, welcome to another wonderful cast. I'm White Nerdy 42 with you as always. Going to be casting today a Challenger solo queue game from NA region. We can take a look at the team comps here. This is just one I grabbed off somebody's match history for a Challenger game. Let's do a quick rundown of the team comps and starting items, and then we'll get right into it. Let's wait for everyone to buy just so we can go over it and take a look. Yeah, super excited about this one. A lot of interesting matchups, a lot of good, well-known players. Should be a good time. Hoping that Senna and Hecarim load in here so they can buy some items. We can take a look at the initial jungle paths. Take a look at the items. There we go. Going to pause it here so we can take a look. In the top lane, we've got Aatrox versus Sylas. I've not seen a ton of Sylas top. He did just get buffed a lot easier on the mana now with the Q max. He did go the Corrupting Potion, probably has Inspiration second, at least for Biscuits, potentially Time Warp Tonic as well to help out. Both junglers here going with the Blue Smite, the Chilling Smite, rather than the Skirmishing Smite. It really depends on who you're playing. I feel like, especially with 961216 playing the Hecarim with the Conqueror, feels like he wants to be in those long fights. He's got a lot of good engage tools. Feels like the Red Smite may have served him a little better for these long fights. The Gragas Blue Smite makes a lot of sense, much easier once you get the slow to hit your Body Slam, to hit your Explosive Cask, get some good damage on immediately. It looks, by the way, here like Blabberfish on the Gragas. He's got the Predator, he's going to be looking for a lot of picks, he's put the ward down immediately, and I would assume he's going to back and buy that Sweeping Lens quickly. Pretty standard stuff from the jungler. In the mid lane, Yone versus Zoe. Yone, expecting to get bullied a lot by the Zoe with the Electrocute. He's taken very passive approach to the lane. He's taken TP compared to the Ignite from Ablazeolive. He's taken Fleet Footwork rather than the Conqueror that we sometimes see. And he started Doran's Shield rather than the Doran's Blade, really expecting to get bullied. Hopefully able to sustain it up. Pretty standard bot lane. We've got the Senna with the Glacial Augment, Aphelios Lethal Tempo. Since the Conqueror nerf, it's definitely something that Aphelios can opt for, especially in solo queue. Would expect to see the Kraken Slayer Rageblade build from Senna. It's been picking up a lot of steam, especially in high elo, and with Reckless playing it a lot in pro. It just does a ton of damage, get a ton of value from the true damage and from the doubling of the on-hit effects, especially with all the added crit. And in the support, Rakan versus Morgana. So is the Senna Rakan going to be looking to land CC abilities? Morgana going to be looking to land that Dark Binding. Use the Black Shield at the right time to prevent the knockups from the Rakan, the snares from the Senna. But potentially a lot of chain CC possibilities. Red team, a very pick-oriented comp. Morgana, obviously a great pick into that. Let's get this underway. See what happens. 961216 was a little bit late to the jungle, so he may not be able to back and grab that red trinket right away. A lot going on here in the bot lane. Just kind of trying to set up vision. His red team, pretty deep vision, waiting in the tri-brush. Trying to maybe catch out the Aphelios, or at least just get some vision. I don't know if they can quite see him. They can't. Good setup there. Looks like Rakan actually may be going for the same thing. Sugi Kim may also be going for that early red trinket, as we mentioned, with the Gragas. He will. So, trying to get some extra ward clearing ability from the red team. Makes a lot of sense here. But no action here in the early game. Just kind of a calm, holding down the entrances to the jungle from both teams, getting some early vision. And it looks like Blabberfish is going to be starting on his red side, whereas 961216, the Hecarim, will be starting on bot side. So both of them starting their red. Could be seeing some jungle pressure. Could be seeing just kind of a very passive jungle from both of them, not trying to fight each other, swapping scuttles, swapping everything. In the mid lane, Ablazeolive starting to get some pressure onto Living Villain. Trying to even zone him off the XP, utilize the range advantage, utilize the early damage. Living Villain just hoping to heal things up. Looks like we're getting a tussle already on the red side. Value, happy to take those short trades, get the 2 hits, get the souls. In the top lane, we're also getting some quick scraps. Yeah. See what happens here. Value getting hit by that W. I mean, From Iron is just going to be spamming the pool, trying to get that poke, get the damage, try and rush level 2. It looks like red team, the Senna Rakan's going to hit level 2 first. Sugi Kim hitting the Q, hits level 2, goes right in for the knockup. Nothing really coming from Value, tosses out the snare as well, but just out of range. in the top lane again. Just going to see a lot of brawls, you'd have to imagine. The phase rush from the Sylas, he might be looking for slightly shorter trades. Impact, going to get a lot of value out of that Conqueror. A lot of value from the healing if he's able to extend the trades. Red team pings coming out, noting that Hecarim must be on the top side of his map. He's going for the full clear, as is Gragas. Hecarim does clear a little bit faster, already on the blue buff, while Gragas is still on the wolves. So Hecarim may be available to do ganks a little bit earlier. He's starting to do the two camps at the same time, gets the smite on the blue buff. A pretty passive play so far. Blue team already been able to extend a slight gold lead. That's mainly from the CS difference in the jungle and in the bot lane. Aphelios, Morgana stepping up, building a big wave. Red team should be able to get back a lot of that gold, a lot of that CS difference. Zoe, Ablazeolive continuing to just get a lot of damage using that fake ignite. Really getting that poke in on Living Villain. Hopefully prepping for a kill. Maybe looking for Blabberfish to be coming in for a gank. Looks like he's just going to back. Hecarim, meanwhile, 961216, looking to help out 15 March here in the top lane. Don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Impact is low, but it's tough to dive the Aatrox this early. He gets a lot of healing if he hits the knockup, but here comes 96216. Impact gets knocked back. Great flash, 96216. Gets knocked up. He's going to take another tower shot, and he's going to get so low. 15 March, though, now dashing forward, looking for the knockup. He uses the Kingslayer and gets the kill. So 15 March, able to execute the dive. Looked a little sketchy at first, 96216 taking an extra tower shot. 15 March is just going to get himself executed, knowing that Blabberfish is probably in the area. First blood to the blue team, no counter punish from red team. Now in the bot lane, trade's coming. Rakan looking for that knockup, but every time he goes in, he's just going to get punished, especially right now while Aphelios has the Severum, able to just pump out a bunch of damage, potentially get the snare as well with the Gravitum. And again, From Iron is just going to keep throwing down the pools. Oh, uses the Ignite, steps up, gets snared, but uses the Black Shield. Throws out the Dark Binding. Great play there from Iron to get the Senna dead. Sugi Kim now has to back up. Perfectly timed Black Shield to stop the snare, stepped up, got the Dark Binding, and that allows blue team to continue pressuring their advantage here in the bot. They're now up 1,000 gold. Here in the jungle as well on the top side, skirmishes continuing to come on. 15 March roaming all the way down, but unable to really get anything there. Still up over 1,000 gold. They are losing the CS battle in the top and the mid lanes. They're way up in bot lane, and of course they do have first blood plus the kill in the bot lane. And blue team is still looking here to leverage that advantage. They've got the Hecarim, 96216, helping out here, and that's going to force the Rakan back immediately. Value on Senna, just going to have to take out the Crescendum turret and really, it's just going to have to put wards in and farm up safely. Blue team leveraging their early advantage. Blabberfish getting vision. Morgana backing, so hopefully that'll allow Senna to pick up some CS. Did get the pickaxe on the first back. Aphelios looking to get those early Berserker's Greaves. Looks like it's just going to go back to farming here. Impact continuing to try and pressure March here in the top lane, but March with that Kingslayer, healing him for a lot. He is maxing the Kingslayer. We have seen a lot of Sylases max the Q, especially against ranged matchups. Go the Fleet Footwork Q max. Phase Rush here, going with the Kingslayer max, trying to leverage the pressure in the all-ins. Nice sleep here from Ablazeolive, but the ult comes in from Yone. Oh, great flash there. Great Black Shield, though, from Iron. This is tougher. Blue team flash in from Blabberfish. He's going to get the kill. So, well executed from blue team. I thought From Iron hit a nice Black Shield, but a really fast flash from Ablazeolive got him out of the Dark Binding and allowed them to turn it right around for the kill. But here in the top lane, 15 March, by the way, while we were talking about that, picked up another kill onto Impact, falling to 0-2. He did pick up the Executioner's Calling, so hoping to cut some of that Sylas healing, especially with the Kingslayer max. Red team starting to roam up here, but blue team, Hecarim and Sylas, both able to back. Just a bit of wasted time from Sugi Kim, but From Iron also roamed up, so it is still just a 1v1 in the bot lane. Value and Aphelios, 50 number 7, trying to just farm it up. Oh, nice poke here from 50 number 7, trying to just keep getting the pressure in, but the tower not able to do enough. still able to pressure up 1,000 gold overall. Zoe still with a large CS lead over Yone like we expected. Silas getting 2 kills funneled onto him means it's possible that he'll be able to start pressuring Impact a little bit more heavily. And in the bot lane, the Aphelios Morgana really using that early pressure, using the Black Shield well, using the poke that they have available from the pool and from when the Aphelios has the sniper rifle. Yes, blue team able to get the dragon. They've got that bot priority. Red team goes in. The cask is stolen by March, but Blabberfish's cask is better, knocking March right back into the team. Chain comes out from Aphelios, or from Aatrox. A lot of damage from Impact. Picks up the kill. That's a good way to get the Aatrox back in the lane. Make sure he can keep pressuring his CS advantage. It's up to 15 now. The Executioner's helping a lot to cut the healing. Blabberfish doing the Rift Herald at this point, utilizing that kill in the top lane, but so much bot pressure from blue side, looking to set up a dive. Here comes 961216, gets the ult, gets the knockback. A lot of tower damage coming in, and they're not able to get any kills just yet onto red team. Value able to keep them healed up, continuing to step up, hitting 50 number 7. Great flash to dodge the Dark Binding, and Value is going to pick up the kill. Oh, that dive did not work out. Now from Iron is still low. Sugi Kim just going to run away, escaping with sliver of health, and Value with no mana left, but it was just enough to work it out. So, just not a great dive there. 961216 able to hit the chain CC very well. Value, though, with a perfect flash to just barely get out of the Dark Binding. Here in the top lane, Impact taking an extra tower shot. He's so low now. The minions are coming. His health potion is ticking. He's going to step back up. March also so low, and they're setting up a dive here. Blabberfish setting up the cast, but he's going to get... Oh, he got chained, but it didn't matter. He just gets out with slivers of health. Dives all over the place in the mid lane. While we were saying that, Living Villain got the kill. Let's rewind and see how that happened. It was a great gank from 961216. Ablazeolive found himself just stepped up a little bit too far with no flash. Living Villain able to hit a very nice knock up and just a quick kill as a trade. So a dive from the red team, but Blabberfish did get very low from the dive, had to back. That allowed 961216 to turn it into a kill in the mid lane. So when all is said and done, 9 minutes in, 4-4. Gold is extremely even. Red team has done a good job coming back, making blue team pay for the dives, for the aggression, having great counter aggression. Good dives from them. 961216 is up a full level in the jungle, up about 10 CS, but in terms of gold, it's actually still very even, as Blabberfish has had a little bit more kill pressure, has 2 kills. CS differences in the top and mid lane in favor of the red team. The Aatrox continuing to bully the Silas despite being down in kills. The Zoe continuing to bully the Yone, using that range advantage. Yone with the Fleet Footwork, Doran's Shield doing a pretty good job at staying alive. And in the bot lane, of course, the Aphelios really trying to leverage that early pressure before the Senna can get scaling. Here in the jungle, Blabberfish is caught out a little bit. Great Black Shield from Iron, and Blabberfish not quite on point with that explosive cask, actually knocking the Morgana back into the team. The Aphelios ultimate just misses, and so Sugi Kim is going to get out. Everybody survives that. Another great Black Shield from Iron to stop the damage from the cask, or from the initial barrel, but that allowed the Gragas to throw the cask, but Blabber just missing the cask, slightly misspacing it, allowing from Iron to just walk away with no problem, almost trading a kill back onto Sugi Kim, but the ultimate from Aphelios not able to connect for the kill. Sugi Kim able to dance out. Fancy footwork now in the mid lane. Looks like Blabberfish just trying to get this wave pushing, considering using the Rift Herald, but with blue team starting to roam up. They see from Iron on the pink ward. Just going to go back into his jungle and farm. And here in the top lane, looks like 15 March is establishing the lead. Gets the pink ward in the alcove. Impact gets knocked up, gets Kingslayered, gets hit, and gets taken down. Teleport also coming in from Living Villain just to make sure March is fine. Blue team, though, stepping up, using this pressure, getting some damage into the jungle, stealing away the blue buff. Let's see if Blabberfish is able to respond. Value is here too to step up. Blabberfish has used the Predator. He could be able to step up, but the blue buff is going down. It'll go down to 961216. Now, here in the mid lane, Living Villain is caught out a little bit, but he's just able to dash away, not able to get the damage. And Ablazeolive is pretty low on mana, and here comes the Yone ult, getting the knock-up. Living Villain, though, is so low. Great ult away by Ablazeolive, using that portal jump. Missing the sleep, but picking up an extra flash, and he gets away in value with a great railgun shot, sniping the kill away on Living Villain, giving Ablazeolive a last shield just to make sure he stays alive. So great play by red team there, picking up a kill back. Feels like blue team has been so proactive, and here they go again onto Impact. Impact not able to get the knockups. The snare coming in as well as from Iron, and 15 March able to pick up another kill on the Silas. He is 4-3 now. Impact down to 1-4 on Aatrox. Still the bully in the lane, but blue team just sending a lot of pressure there. As I was saying, it really feels like blue team has been able to really be proactive, get a lot of pressure, a lot of tower dives. They've now taken the first tower in the bot lane. That has given them a 2,000 gold lead at about 12 minutes. You know, overall, just playing a very good proactive game. But you got to give credit to red team. Despite them getting engaged on so much, they have been able to make big plays. Now, teleport coming in here from 15 March. Red team sees it, though, and 15 March going to have to get away. He has stolen the explosive cast. Blabberfish getting a lot of damage. Sugi Kim going in. 15 March, though, that healing is insane. They need more Grievous. Sugi Kim is getting betrayed by his team. He's knocked over to the other side of the wall, and he is just going to be taken down. Value not able to really get any damage there, and wow, that was just a ton of healing from 15 March. Absolutely insane to survive there, get a lot of damage back. That's what that Kingslayer rush is giving him. He's got the Lost Chapter and a Grievous item of his own with the Oblivion Orb. Blue team continuing to make big plays, red team continuing to just barely miss out on the trade backs. Now Zoe versus Aphelios here in the mid lane. Gotta hit those sleepy trouble bubbles. Using the Gale Force forward from 50 number 7. Gets the ultimate down. Snares up Ablazeolive, but they're not going to be able to finish him off even with the Dark Binding. As here comes Rakan. Here comes Gragas. The body slam hits, but now the Soul Shackle's coming in from Iron. Now Rakan is in trouble. Gets snared. Living Villain. Ults in from Yone, but a nice sleep from Ablazeolive forces Living Villain to back out prematurely before he can pick up the kill. Ablazeolive continuing to look for the poke over the wall from Iron still there. Good sweeper by Blabberfish to cut off the vision. But blue team continuing to pressure. Impact, meanwhile, in the top lane is going to be taken down again from 15 March. Blue team just really continuing to extend their pressure. At this point, it looks like 15 March on the Silas is able to win these 1v1s against Impact on the Aatrox. He has enough healing. He has enough damage. He has Grievous wounds. And now he has 5 kills. He is just so far ahead. Yeah, Impact just getting taken down. Not much he can do at this point. Kraken Slayer Berserker's Greaves finished for the Senna for value. He is sitting on 19 souls. That is just not enough. Once he hits 20, maybe he'll start that scaling. But 50 number 7 on Aphelios, almost 40 CS up. He's got Gale Force. He's almost got his Runon's Hurricane completed. And that just means the Aphelios is going to be doing so much more damage. Up here in the top lane, though, missed that. Gonna rewind. Let's take a look at what happened here to take down. Oh, and just a great play from Blabber. Despite all the healing from 15 March, a ton of damage from Blabber with the explosive cask. 15 March trying to go back in. That cooldown on the Kingslayer was just non-existent. But Sugi Kim goes in and gets the knockup just before 15 March would be able to get the Rakan ultimate off. He could have turned that and gotten even more healing. Nice play, though, from Sugi Kim to be able to get that CC. Steals the kill from Blabberfish. Scumbag Rakan. Doesn't matter. He's dead. It's worth. Still down 3,000 gold, but red team continuing to try to be as proactive as possible, trying to make these plays and just falling a little bit short so far. Blue team now looking for another play on Impact. You can't be pushed this far up. You know they're coming. 961, 216 ignoring the Vision Ward. Using the Ghost. Using the knockback. Going to get him back. Let's see if From Iron can hit anything. Uses the Soul Shackles. Impact flashes away right away, but now gets feared. Now the Railgun shot comes in. Going to give him the shield, but it's not enough. 961, 216 chasing him all the way down to the tower. Another kill coming in for blue team. Another kill onto Impact. 1, 6, and 1 on the Aatrox. Just not doing enough here. And the mid lane looks like Ablazeolive value. Going to try and get a little bit of damage on the tower. Hopefully take it in response. But this Hecarim is just running so fast. 1-0-4. He's got the Triforce complete. He's got the Ionian Boots complete. He is just all over the map. And red team not able to finish up the tower. And here comes the whole blue team. Ultimate coming out from the Yone. Sugi Kim just deleted, tried to frontline there. Now, oh, great stopwatch there from Iron in the face of the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, not allowing red team to get any damage back. 50 number 7 with the red-white combo is just so able to get a lot of damage. Really, red team does not want to engage. Scared off by that gun combo from Aphelios is so powerful. Blabberfish is not in a good spot. He's sitting in the bush. It looks like he may try to just pop from iron, but he gets hit by the Dark Binding. Blue team able to see him with the wall. Blabberfish great flash right from iron. It's just not enough. The Drunken Rage able to finish. Now Ablazeolive finishes 50 number 7 as well. Blue team may have gone a little bit deep. They do get the kill onto Blabberfish, but now 961216 is suddenly alone. He will be taken down as well. Red team coming up big, getting a couple of nice plays here, able to get some kills back. Still down 3,000 to 4,000 gold, but trying to make plays. And now, how is Impact going to win this? He is so far behind. I want to rewind and see what happened there. Just a long, extended fight. Impact being so behind, but playing it so well. Dodging the skill shots, hitting his knockups, the edge of his blade. 15 March missing there, and then Impact able to pop the ultimate. Getting the healing back from his passive. Big knockup from his final Q to get the final kill. So Impact winning the 1v1 at 1 and 6. That's pretty crazy. Good job to Impact. Able to defeat the Silas. Still no mythics completed in the top lane. Night Harvester finished for Blabber. As we said, the Trinity Force done for the Hecarim. Immortal Shield Bow completed on the Yone. So he has really gone for this sort of full passive lifesteal build. Still will be able to one-shot Value. Will be able to one-shot Ablazeolive unless Ablazeolive can use some of the stolen summoner spells, use the portal jump to get out. Pretty standard reset here from both teams. Nothing too exciting from the items. Shirelia's Reverie picked up for both supports. Item has been buffed a few times. Looks like it's getting the nod over the Lockets, or the Imperial Mandates, which are items that we sometimes see from these AP supports. Both teams really trying to run fast, roam around the map, get the big engages, and Shirelia's is really going to help with that. Blabber taking his red buff here. Looks like both teams are kind of just resetting, trying to farm things back up. Picking up a lot of side lane farm. But big difference in this game so far. I mean, it's got to be, things look pretty different, things look pretty similar in kills and in CS, but blue team has taken 3 towers so far to red team's 1. Red team has narrowed the gap to about 2.5k after being down around 4,000 not too long ago. So able to pick up some big jungle fights, get some gold onto the Senna, grabbing double crit cloak there. Pretty interesting. Probably going for that Rage Blade next, and the crit is going to help. Just get a little bit of extra damage, but here comes the quickness from Rakan. Good flash away by 50 number 7, but red team's going to be perfectly happy for that trade. Now Gragas going in here. Living Villain able to get the ultimate onto Blabber. Blabber getting the railgun shot, but it's just not enough. Great Dark Binding from Frozen Iron, into the final death mark from Living Villain. The Soul Unbound, I should say, giving him just the extra damage. Now Ablazeolive. Red team is not done. They are looking for the damage. Black Shield has been popped right away by From Iron, and he is going to be taken out. Now Impact over the wall. 50 number 7 is looking. They have a kill already. They've traded one back after Blabber's death. But in the meantime, blue team is just pushing in the bottom lane with the Rift Herald. 961216 able to take the inhibitor tower by himself. And the fight is still not going red team's way, even with no Hecarim there. We got to rewind and see what happens here. 961216 able to just push in. Impact and Value looking, but March with the quickness able to get that CC, just chain it onto the Value, donate the kill over to 50 number 7. Living Villain just escaping with a tiny bit of health. Ablazeolive able to flash away, but Impact trying to turn it back here on a 50 number 7. He is just not tanky enough. He's snared up. 15 March continuing to do so much damage with the Kingslayer, and they will take him down too. That is just an absolute disaster for red team. They lose the fight. They lose the inhibitor at 20 minutes, and now they are down 4,000 gold again. Down an inhibitor. 15 March and 50 number 7 just going for this Baron Nashor. They're doing it, just the two of them. They get the teleport in from Living Villain, and with 3 dragons looking for the Baron, this is just all going blue team's way. Blabberfish, though, blue team does know that they're doing the Baron. Oh, but good flash there from 15 March makes Blabber waste the cask. He is low. He's getting ultimated on the Onslaught of Shadows coming in from the Hecarim. Blabber able to just get away with a sliver of health. He will survive the Great Sleep, and now Value's going to kill 961216, and blue team may have bit off just a little bit more than they could chew going for the Baron. Living Villain does pick up another kill onto Ablazeolive. He is healing so much, he will be taken out by Value. but Impact dying in the back line as well. Just an absolute slugfest. Looks like Red Team does come out slightly ahead, cutting the gap, and now they keep going in. Sugi Kim hitting the quickness, but 15 March getting so much healing. He is going to be able to just keep running away. A great CC chain from Sugi Kim is just not enough. So much healing, and the super minions are pouring into the base, so another even fight, while Blue Team just continues to get a lot for free. Oh, but and now Blabberfish going in so deep on 50 number 7. What is he doing? So much damage from the Organa, so much damage from the Aphelios, and so much damage from the tower. Well played, 50 number 7. An ambitious dive there from Blabber, and value does not turn out well. And now Blue Team is just going to be able to refocus on the Baron. Jungler is dead. The Senna is dead. No global pressure anymore from Red Team. Impact's teleport is down. They have to keep clearing minions in the bottom lane. There's still super minions pouring into the base. It's just Zoe and Rakan. So Ablazeolive, it's pretty much going to be all up to Ablazeolive just pouring in damage with a Paddle Star and the Sleepy Trouble Ball. But here comes 15 March, getting the Black Shield, diving forward onto Sugi Kim. They're just trying to zone out the Red Team. Sleepy Trouble Bubble does not connect. And here comes Yone, Living Villain, going to be able to just finish off Sugi Kim. And now Ablazeolive is just going to totally have to back off. Aphelios and Hecarim able to finish the Baron. Now it is a 6,500 gold lead for the Blue Team. They have just continued to establish the lead, and it's just looking like it's all Blue Team here, but a great Sleepy Trouble Bubble into the Explosive Cask. How do you deal with the Silas who heals so much? You just chain CC him and kill him before he can get the Kingslayer off. That's one way to do it. The Night Harvester plus the Luden's Echo from Red Team doing so much damage. Value keeping an eye on the souls as well. 41 souls at 22 minutes. Not great, not what you really want to see. It's okay, but almost a full item down is the Senna on the Aphelios as well. 50 number 7 has the Infinity Edge completed in addition to the Runon's Hurricane. Value has Kraken Slayer plus Rage Blade. That is going to be a lot of damage, but I don't know if it's going to be quite enough. Now, here comes Blabberfish getting a ton of burst right away onto 50 number 7, forced to flash away. Impact with the Gore Drinker completed. Able to break the Soul Shackles. Great dodges on the Dark Binding by From Iron, and Red Team, it looks like they want to keep fighting, chain hitting, but Blue Team going to just disengage this. Snare coming in from the Senna, walking up, gets a lot of damage onto From Iron with the Kraken Slayer. Value just going to take him down quickly. And now, Blabber still looking here, gets knocked back by 96126, getting hit hard, but a quickness coming out. Red Team making this fight work for them. The knockup coming in onto the Hecarim. The Explosive Cast coming out. A 3-for-0 for Red Team. Again, Living Villain trying to do something. This is very, really matching up with the second part of the game. Red Team fighting the man up, and in this case, they're finally able to win the fight where they're a man up. But Blue Team just making things happen. Living Villain up in the top lane, getting things to work, and 15 March back in the fight, getting the kill onto Impact. March able to use the stopwatch, and if he's got his Kingslayer back up, and he hits the chain onto Senna, getting so much damage. Great heal by Value, and they are going to be able to take down 15 March, but in the top lane, Living Villain taking down the Inhibitor Tower, dodging the Sleepy Trouble Bubble at first, but then still getting slept. Ablazeolive not quite able to finish him off. Living Villain disengages, Inhibitor Tower is down. Red Team is going to be able to take down the dragon, just delay the soul for a little bit more. These are just crazy, close, very well executed fights from both teams. Red Team looking for these man-up fights, but Blue Team able to just eke out advantages over and over. They got 2 towers in that fight and still got a kill back. It was a 1-for-4 in favor of the Red Team, but it didn't really change the gold difference. Still 5,000 gold down, still losing that Inhibitor Tower, still losing members in the fight. Oh, and as we reset here, we can take another look at the item. Silas does have the Zynia's Hourglass completed, so that is what he used, not the stopwatch. Yone is on his 2-item power spike. He's got Shield Bow plus Infinity Edge, 100% crit chance there. Senna still not with the Rapid Fire Cannon completed. Impact is caught out again. You cannot be pushing up so far. The snare hits from the Senna, though, and it looks like Impact's actually just going to be able to walk away. He is somewhat tanky. He's got the Sterix Gauge plus the Gore Drinker, meaning he can soak up a lot of punishment. 2 Zanies completed for the AP carries on Red Team. They will hopefully be able to avoid being caught. Wow, these fights are just so close. And unfortunately for Red Team that they're so close, because they're just behind and losing things on the map, although their bottom inhibitor has respawned. They have been able to pick up 1 dragon, delaying that Ocean Soul, which would be so huge for blue team in these long extended fights. They're looking for the catch onto Living Villain. The quickness comes out. He is just going to get popped. Gets the ultimate off, but it's just not enough damage. And it looks like there, Living Villain is the one who steps up a little too far. Nice snare there from Mart, stealing the railgun and firing it off with the Dawning Shadow right away. But a nice pick for the red team. They're not even going to lose an inhibitor. The fight is so close to their base, and now they're getting another pick here onto 15 March using the Zanya's Hourglass. He's not able to get anything. Forced to flash away immediately. Ablazeolive flashing forward. Can't get anything. Oh, the Dark Finding hits, but 15 March, I don't think you actually wanted to take that chain in. Now from Iron, getting picked off. He is falling low, but 50 number 7 just doing so much damage from the black line, killing Ablazeolive. Here comes 961-216 onto Blabberfish. Red team taking a lot of damage, but able to limp away. 961-216 getting hit by the snare, and they're re-engaging. Sugi Kim goes in, gets the knock up. Sugi Kim will go down to 50 number 7, doing again so much damage from the back line, but he's stepping up too far, getting picked off. These fights are crazy. They are long, they are extended, they are drawn out, and at the end of the day, red team again coming up with a fight win, narrowing the gold deficit to 4,000. Value able to keep getting kills. Both ADCs just doing so much damage from the back line before finally going down. Red team able to reset here. That's 3,000 gold in the pocket of the Senna. More than 1,000 in everyone else other than Sugi Kim on the Rakan. This is where blue team can potentially spend some gold, bring this game back, really try and maybe contest the Baron Nashor with the 2 exposed inhibitors so that they don't just get drowned out of the game immediately. Blabberfish, though, low on mana. He's going to have to back. Going to have to reset. Red team really is going to be looking for... And now is going to have to be looking for a fight here. They are doing very well in these long extended fights. Able to just pick off people. 15 March continuing to step just a little bit too far forward. Taking Impact's job. That's what he's been doing for the red team. But now, blue team trying to overextend, really trying to int for these inhibitors, and it's just, it's not working out for them. And now, at this point, by the way, Value has all of a sudden just jumped to having 4 items complete. He's now ahead in items of the Aphelios. He is up to 72 souls. He has just farmed so many souls in the past 6 minutes, and now the Senna is going to be so strong. Dark Binding connects here onto the Gragas, but they do not want to chase it. 15 March has the Explosive Cask, which is a big team fight tool for the red team. Now blue team able to do it as well. Going to be able to do it as well. Excuse me. Red team trying to just keep poking out. Blabberfish has popped the Predator. He is looking. Oh, but here comes 961-216, gets black shielded, uses the Onslaught of Shadows into the middle. Living Villain gets obliterated by the Explosive Cask and the blades from the Aatrox. The Ablazeolive looking for a long-range Paddle Star. Can't quite connect. It is a pick for the red team, a 1-for-0. Blue team, though, not afraid to keep stepping up. 961-216 continuing to look. Value, though, stepping up, getting a lot of damage there onto the Hecarim right away. Red team going right to the Baron Nashor. Blabberfish starting it right away with the Night Harvester. Here comes red team doing a lot of damage. Blue team has a decision to make. Do they go for the fight at the Baron, a man down, or do they just go look for a couple of the open inhibitors? Ablazeolive trying to defend here. Looks like blue team is going to kind of look for a steal, but the snares continue to come in, and red team is just going to get it too fast. Blue team gets the worst of both worlds. They get no Baron, they get no fight, they get no inhibitors. Living Villain is respawning soon. The Railgun coming out, not really doing anything. 15 March is split off from the team. So is 961-216. Blabberfish getting the slow, getting the body slam. 961-216 is low, and he is deleted before the Railgun shot from the Silas can come in. Another huge pick for red team. Now they are just 2,000 gold behind, and they are going to be able to get this dragon more than likely with no Hecarim alive. Ultimate coming out from the Yone. He is knocked up immediately. He misses everybody. Forced to use the stopwatch and retreat right away, but not a good ult there from Blabberfish. Hit by the Dark Binding. Impact is huge in the middle of blue team. Not quite able to find anyone now. Impact is snared up. Red team at slow health bars, but so are Living Villain and 15 March. Red team going to choose to just back away from the fight, grab the dragon, and probably reset. They still have not reset with their Baron Gold. They will have the enhanced recalls to get out very quickly if blue team chooses to go in. Red team just backing off, grinding the buff, getting that blue buff onto Ablazeolive. They're continuing to claw their way back in the game. The Senna has scaled up with 4 items and 1,000 more gold in the bank. The Zoe continuing to get good picks. Impact finally scaled up enough on 3 items to just be a huge threat in the front line. Gragas continuing to get picks. The Silas just not doing enough, going in so deep, stealing an ultimate and just getting blown up with the Yone. 961216 looking for all the disruption throughout this game on Hecarim, and he just doesn't have the damage to follow it up. He really needs the Aphelios to be in the fights with him, to be getting in, and sometimes it's just not quite working out. But value is just such a huge asset. He is up to 90 souls at this point on the Senna. He has just scaled so hard in the past few minutes of the game. He is just huge now in red team, clawing it back so well, bringing it up so much, and they're just gonna, like, red team now actually is on the front foot. They are starting to aggress. They feel in the driver's seat. Value has so much damage. Blabber has so many engage tools. Sugi Kim able to engage as well. Red has just been able to pull off this clean engage into tons of damage from the Senna. Great railgun shots, and blue team has just not been able to leverage the ultimates. They have not been able to get it. Nice black shield there by From Iron as he is tagged by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Here comes Marvish. Flash engage. What an explosive cask. 50 number 7 is just blown up. Where is the counterplay? He is absolutely deleted. He was just stepped too far out from his team, but Living Villain gets the big ultimate in. Value is deleted as well. No Senna, no Aphelios. 961216 is in the back line. They're going to blow up Blabber. Impact trying to continue to front line, but 15 March gets in there. So much healing. He gets black shielded. Impact forced to flash away. Living Villain is in the back line. Very split fight here. Impact able to just get away. Oh, but here is 15 March. He's flashing forward. He gets ignited. He gets tagged by the Paddle Star. Has to use the Zanias. He is so low, and Impact is going to get the kill. 961216, though, doing so much here, and Impact is going to be taken down as well before getting anything. 961216 looking for another pick on Sugi Kim. Red team came out on the bottom of that fight, and 961216 looking for Ablazeolive. He's going to be tagged up by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. The Paddle Star coming in from Ablazeolive, forcing 961216 to back up, but Ablazeolive just going to be forced away from the back here. He's not going to be able to complete it. Finish it, getting the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, but the black shield is clutch from 961216. Great Dawning Shadow coming out, getting damage, getting the shield. It is not enough. Ablazeolive is down. What a crazy long fight there. Both ADCs just deleted immediately, and it was all in the front line. Impact doing so much damage, but being taken down, and 961216 just being a beast. 15 March stepping up and frontlining, eventually going down, but getting so much damage. Wow, this is just a wild game. I mean, I know I've said this a lot, but 54 kills in 33 minutes. The gold remains within 2,000. These fights just feel like they could swing either way. It all depends on which AD carry can stay alive. If Value stays alive, he's able to do so much damage, but if not, it feels like the blue team frontline just barely has an edge, with Living Villain able to do so much damage to that back line. With 961216 and 15 March having so much healing, so much beefiness. Blabberfish being forced to go in so deep, not that tanky on the Gragas. And he's forced to go in so deep to get these picks that he is just often deleted immediately too. Red team, you know, let's see what the next steps are for these fights. Looks like blue team trying to set up a sneaky death bush here. Be careful, Sugi Kim. Don't walk into the bush, clearing a ward. Blue team feeling confident here. Uh-oh. Sugi Kim going to step up. And he is going to get jumped on by the Onslaught of Shadows, but it misses. He's able to battle dance away quickly. And blue team just going to retreat. The dragon spawning soon. Looks like that's what they're going to be looking for. Ablazeolive looking for a pick, hitting the Sleepy Trouble Bubble onto the Hecarim. The quickness comes out, but it only tags the Hecarim. Here comes Gragas, going immediately onto 15 March, but he's got the explosive cask as well now. Quickly, they get onto Ablazeolive. He has just deleted. Gragas going down as well. A 2 for 0 so far. Value forced to flash away, but getting the kill back onto From Iron. Impact in the front line in the 1v3 doing so much damage. 15 March getting onto Value and doing a lot. Value forced to back off. Impact finally going down. 50 number 7 is untouched. And it is going to be a 4 for 1, losing only Morgana. Teleports into the base from blue team. This game is over. Blue team is going to take it. Sugi Kim, the only one left alive after just a beautiful fight from blue team. 50 number 7 goes untouched. The troll in hip respawn should not matter. Still have 15 seconds on Ablazeolive. Blue team able to just delete the inhib, delete the nexus. This game is over. 15 March finishing off the inhib with 961216. Game is done. Blue team coming up with the victory. They led the whole game. They finally finished that game off. Wow, what a just wild game. Tons of crazy fights. Very close all around. But in that last fight, Blabberfish went a little bit too deep. Unable to finish 50 number 7. Red team used a lot of their engage tools. They used the quickness onto 961216, not onto the carries. Living Villain was able to rampage through the back line. 50 number 7 lived for way too long with the crescendum. That's just going to be so much damage, especially with a lethal tempo. Value played the fight about as well as he could have, kiting away, killed from Iron immediately, but it just didn't matter when 50 number 7 on the Aphelios rampaged through the team. Ablazeolive was picked off immediately. Impact just couldn't tank for long enough. And blue team coming up with the fight win, double teleport into the base, and finishing the game off. So, 36-minute game. Blue team established a huge lead. Red team with a very nice comeback, getting that Senna scaling, funneling a ton of gold onto her. She did finish at full build, and it just was not quite enough, as blue team is going to finish off the win with 50 number 7 and Living Villain coming up huge with their damage and their kiting, and red team just using too many engage tools on the front line, not enough on the back line in that last fight.